G'day, today I'm going to be looking at the game Northend Tower Defense, so thank you to the Northend Games for giving me a key to check this one out. So I guess we've got a few different modes. I haven't had to play this one at all, this is my first look as well. Let's go for Defend the Base. Now, looks like this one is, basically this is a tower defense game, and I would imagine that we're going to have to get some HP to unlock some of these guys. So, this is our core health. Alright, so that's what we've got to look after. We can speed up the game, I'm already happy. Here's my units, build them with money. Here's where I can use my ability points. Send with points. Okay. Waves are going to come that way when they reach the end, so I guess that we're defending on this side of the sandbags. So anywhere green is where I can place them. So let's try and get some nice coverage across the whole line. I don't know if they'll get stuck behind barricades, but let's get guys in these little indents. How much of my money I should be using for this one, but probably guys are a bit more centered like here. Because I mean, this guy can only shoot as far as over here. E-type, we got medics. Let's go for some medics in here. Good, see that guy got them. So I guess we want the medic, a little bit back to take care of the guys on the line. Is that what we're doing here? So they're a bit heavier on this this side. Like I said, and I've already forgotten that I want to put the guys probably more central. Better accuracy. Yeah. Sort of bunching them in this spot here, assuming that we don't have any guys that are going to like take out groups like that. So lesson learnt. Some more coins. But we do want to sort of have guys a bit more, like if they're only going to go as far as that side there, we may as well have more guys in here that can cover more of the area. Though I suppose it also means that they're more likely to get shot at. There's nothing that we can do to artillery help in battle. It's not too bad. Let it go. Guess we haven't that intermittent, or do I have to use that? I guess knowing that I'm not going to get any more sort of like troops other than these medics and the riflemen in this one, I should just be building more and more riflemen. Definitely won't hurt to have a few more medics out back. Like, I'm probably better off just having that extra money on the investment of not having my other guys die. Good to have the bazooka guys coming in there and finishing them off. I guess we'll improve the speed of our... the efficiency, rather, of our medics. This guy's sitting right across the line. Why are we not shooting to him? Oh, they got other focuses, I guess. Okay, so we can put incremental barbed wire in there. We can put mines in as well. Does seem like it's worthwhile using the parachuters as often as I can. If I hold this down, is there any way I can sort of just have these guys constantly ready to be placed? Not have much in the way of health left. Like we're 0. It's a real casual drop you guys are doing there. Alright, we can gain core health, absolutely. A lot of dudes with bazookas over here. They're really getting close to that line on that side. Alright. So, we were on 1.5 speed there. It might not hurt to slow that down a little bit, but let's have a look at the other mode. It's called Dangerous Shores. Still a fair bit of HP away from honor points, away from getting anything more than that. Take our M1 Grand. We'll slow this down to 1. Give ourselves a bit more of a chance to focus here. Try and do a nice even spread with our guys across the line here. We'll go for the better accuracy as well. We'll see what... I don't know how much it's going to improve their shot, but I think that one stopped being offered to me in the last game, so may as well take advantage of it. Certainly get our medics going. Gotta wait to be able to afford them though. Would like probably 3. Barbed wire is way more expensive than the other ones here, so that suggests that the barbed wire is what I want to be using. I mean, if they do just stop using it as an option, I suppose you could try and just continue on and block off the whole map practically. Let's go for the money. Get this guy over here. Get him over there. Try and shore up this side of the line, which is getting a little bit more light on. Who's the guy that brought a bike on the travelers? But the other things on there, like the airborne and so on, that seems like that's going to be beneficial if you don't have any of the other upgrades left to go. But if we still got upgrades to go, we certainly want to be getting those, I'd say. Alright, so let's look at this. So let's just try and block off the far end of the line. And we'll try and just keep using our points to just keep building a line there. So let's have a look at what these guys up here do. Having that blocked off. Well, we'll take the coins because everything else there is again just so sort of once-offs. And we've still got 96% of our health, so we may as well hold on to that. Like, we don't need to improve it again, like the extra 20%. Okay, so it looks like what's happening to this guy here is he can pass through it. He just has to pass through it very slowly. So it's like a slow trap out there. So that's good. Definitely like slow traps. Again, we don't need the health, so we'll take the coins. We'll continue to just try and shore up the line. A lot of guys hitting the line over this side. And we didn't get that, so let's go for parachuters, because I guess they will at least just stay on the map once they've landed, and they tend to land in the middle of the map, it looks, so got no issues with that. Oh, okay, I guess I can land on that side then. That's alright, it's probably our lightest side at the moment. Okay, so we'll go some more barbed wire. And even though we're getting a bit heavier on with our troops, we're going to sort of stack them more in the middle. Again, because they've got that range to hit the outsides. Although this is probably our weak point over here on this far edge. Let's help those guys out. Let's get a few more medics in here too, because that side doesn't have many medics. What's worth more, the parachuting troops, the coins? I think the parachuting troops, I think it lands a few more guys, it just means we don't have much say in where they're going to land. Oh, there we go. So on the other side this time, good. Now I guess because the ends are really the weak sides, because the guys here can sort of cross over each, we'll put our next set of barbed wire on that end. And we'll slowly work it towards the middle. I do wonder what an endless mode of this would look like. I mean, you end up just having this absolutely packed. I'm learning the lesson though about not wanting them too tightly packed together for the bazookas, but I also not sure it'd be worth holding onto the money. Like every little chip of damage that they can do to pick a guy off as they move forward seems worthwhile. I mean, these guys seem like they're hitting me at a further range than what I'm hitting them. So we're always going to have casualties. Those huge chunks of the line just got lost there. Nice to hear as well, they've got that great ping sound that it's what all two rifles make. Carbine? Seem like I've lost a few of my medics on the left. Not sure if they're taking hits or if I've just understaffed that side. Get another guy in there. I've just lost this whole edge of our line as well. Let's get a bomber attack in there. Oh, it looks like it might be too late by the time these guys... Does seem like I really got to predict when that's going to be needed. Yeah, let's spend the slow motion time to get a few more guys up there. Because that end needs a little bit of help too. I've lost almost this whole end. I feel like the mines might be a little bit more instant impact. Useful. We're a bit light on all the way across the line. No rush, fellas. There are a lot of guys hugging the line on this side. Well, I think one of the big takeaways on that one is how many points I had left. That even just focusing on that, I could have definitely spent more points, spent more money. All right, close we getting. Well, we're a semi-successful effort away from getting all the way through. But let's slow down first while we build our line, our initial line, but we will speed things up. There's definitely a different sort of approach here because you've got the weird line. It means that some of you guys are going to be a bit more exposed than others. Alright, definitely we'll jump straight into having the medics. Pace up a little bit more in these early stages. So I think as well, hopefully what I should see at the end of this wave is that my these guys both get upgraded, and I'm curious to see what that means. Or maybe they already did, so they've got a bigger radius, so that's a huge one. Because I mean at the moment, well, in those previous ones, I could see my guys were getting shot outside of the range that they could shoot. So if they can now shoot that range, then we could be in business here. I know what I said last time, but I'm going to try and hold my points until I have enough to start building barbed wire. We do, and we will start from that end, because that seems like they might be able to get around that edge, but we will go edge for edge and slowly work our way to the middle. You should see if there's any benefit to the high ground. Maybe? I mean, I don't think that he's actually... I don't know if he's losing... I don't think he's losing any range for being up there. So even though he's further back, he's gaining a tiny bit of range. We might just try a few guys up on the hill. See if that means that they're further out of range than... Like, these guys have to shoot further, but they're actually shooting further... they have to get closer to those guys so that they may not be in range of the guys up here. If that makes sense. Alright, let's slow things down here because we're currently got way more money than we do troops on the ground. Let's continue with getting our medics, and we'll put some of those medics just further back as well, just to keep them safe. Not sure what is this XP bar is measuring when I get bonuses, right? Okay, that's what that one is. So that's why the waves are offset to the XP. Now, for the time being in this one, I'm going to continue on building guys up on the ridge. I mean, obviously these guys have reached a point where they're at it. But that does also suggest, actually, that they're not going to when they do get closer, they're not going to shoot at these guys. They're actually going to prioritize shooting at the target, which means that these guys could live a lot longer. And will almost just be ignored in favor of shooting at the target. So let's really stack up there. There we go. So we got some rocket launcher guys are shooting up there at least. Oh, and I forgot to be spending this. So let's get some mines out. Let's get some airborne landing on this here. Those guys are all going to stand over there. Let's try and bomb them. Got one guy for our efforts there. Again, you can see they actually have done a good job of wiping out the people up on the hill. Alright, let's see what happens if we just drop, say, like, mines underneath standing guys. Got some more core health. And the bazookas are still getting them, but the bazookas were always getting them. I just feel like I've got more guys still standing up the back here. Like, you can see here, these guys are just... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, part of this is just going to be that I need to have more experience, more leveled up, more guys available to me, that you're only going to be limited at this point anyway. Let's kick it into another gear. We can see that we're not going to make it too much further than this. There are a lot of guys on the map. There we go. So they're slowly getting towards their next upgrade. Did we get enough to lock the next guy? And yes. Machine gun. Alright. Let's have a look at a new weapon here. Start off with our machine gunners. Okay, so they're going to be a bit more limited in what they can shoot at. So, I mean, possibly we're better off banking them back. We want to put our key guys out on the front line, and then these guys sitting behind them in safety and support. That's just a weird little standoff these two are having. Not sure that guy's taking any hits there. That'll get him. Well, I mean, this has given me the sense that what you're going to need to do here is you can't commit to the machine gunner straight off. You've got to the M1 Garan's sort of in a better spot. 'Cause we've already lost this guy over here, and it's more just because that arc, I guess, wasn't available. Alright, let's it's the fastest we can go, 2.5. Let's speed this one up. Take the quick loss, we'll gain the tiny bit of XP we'll get for doing that, and we'll restart it. This time what we'll do is we'll go our M1 Garands and slow it down a little bit. And we'll just do our initial approach, having these guys along the line. And the machine guns will be a luxury that we bring in a little bit later. I mean, the thing is, I don't feel like there's been too many points where I've felt like I've got an over excess of money. Yeah, thing we'll do first, we'll just upgrade these guys to the maximum. As you can see, at least now they can shoot these guys, shooting them on the far distance. So their worth is even is a lot stronger in this one too, even before we've got any machine guns in here. So we do want to finish our line. Also, probably is important to get medics on here some point. Alright, let's get as few as we can. We should be able to get full line done with just 2. Got enough to start our barbed wire. They heal more than the average amount. Take that. Bring our machine gunners in, though it might be a while till we can use them. Okay, we've got the coins, definitely. And we'll bring in some barbed wire. Slow things down a bit. I do feel like a full line here is going to be more important than slotting in a machine gunner. We'll put him... sort of frequency we want those guys at. I think we'll just keep taking the coins at this point. You can see he's going to have a nice impact back there. Get some more. Just use the airborne as just basically a way to get free M1 Garands. Interesting that's actually the point where the machine gunner is, that these guys are really pushing in. I suppose you might not be able to see them, but let's give that specialty fire to the edges. But again, you can see at the point that I've started to bring in the machine guns, I've really just lost my M1 Garand line. Hard to tell what the these guys are really going to be worth it at this point, especially if they're taking all the bazooka shots and we've just lost that one again. Anyway, that's my first look at Northend Tower Defense. It is available on Steam. Thank you again to Northend for letting me have a look at this one. Yeah, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.